A very good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome back in the iconic Dats Premier League season number 5 of Jfsc. Today's game, it's the NIS Lakers up against the Dbis Blasters, and the NIS Lakers will be batting first. The Blasters starting off with spin, and straight away it's nudged on the leg side, and it's gone away to the boundary. So a very fast start this one, a boundary of the very first delivery for Anirudh, and just the kind of the start that they wanted. Straight away momentum. And back-to-back boundaries here for Anirudh. This time a low full toss and sweeping it beautifully through the leg side. A very fast start this one. This time hit through the offside and gets a single. So keeping the scoreboard ticking. Not the best of the starts here for Nigam, who is coming around the wicket to the right-hander. And this time again it's a shorter one, and this time it is off the bat of Umesh, his very first delivery, and another boundary, and that's the third boundary of the innings already, just the fourth delivery. Superbly played once again through the leg side. You just can't bowl that short in a T20 game. That too inside the power play overs. Just the two fielders out allowed outside the inner ring. So finally a dot delivery at the end of the first over for Nigam, and it is 14 without a wicket. A huge over for the Lakers first up, and just the kind of the start that they were hoping for. Both the openers off to a start with boundaries. A couple for Anirudh and one for Umesh. And already a very decent total after the first over. This time Jinesh continues, and he's been dispatched towards the leg side. A brilliant stroke, that one. That's the first six of the innings. And the intention is clear here at the moment. Once again banged in short, this time by the new bowler, and it's smacked through the leg side. He won't time that one sweeter. And the DBIS Blasters will be wanting to reassess what has happened so far Already 20 on the board after just 1.1 overs. And this time trying to drive that one through the offside and a rare dot delivery at the start of this innings. And this time it's flicked on the leg side but straight to the fielder. So a couple of dots here now for Jinmesh. Jinesh in fact. And trying to slowly get back into this game here, the Blasters. This time charging down the track, but it's wide down the leg side. And there goes the arms of the umpire Om Singh. Some stretching for him early on. And once again, he's connected that one sweetly. And he's played out in the region where there's no fielder out there. And one bounce into the fence. So that's already the fifth boundary of the innings in just the 10 deliveries. This is really good for the NIS Lakers. And this time it's picked up through the offside. He's not timed that one well. And just short of the fielder there inside the circle. That could have been the first wicket for the Blasters. A big opportunity gone. Not shy of taking the aerial route here. And at the moment, every single shot is being played in the air. And this time a swing and a miss. So once again a huge over, 12 coming off that one. And at the end of the second now it is 26 without a wicket for the Lakers. So Nigam continuing now into his second over. And he starts off with a dot delivery. And once again he's hit that one hard and through the offside. And another boundary here. So the Lakers not ready to take a step back at the moment. Enjoying themselves out there here. So a single taken this time towards the fielder at long off. So making the best use of this power play overs. And once again it's played in the air. And once again it will fall just short of the maximum. That's the third boundary now for Anirudh. He's enjoying himself up against the spinner. And this time hit hard but straight to the fielder towards mid wicket. And a dot delivery of a Nigam. And that will close out the third over. Another expensive one. 9 coming off it. At the end of the third now it is 35 without a wicket for the Lakers. So once again, another huge over here for the Lakers. Again, a couple of boundaries coming off the over, 9 of it once again, 44 on the board. And at the moment, both the openers looking very good. And they would be hoping to score somewhere in excess of 200. If they keep on continuing this way, they have all 10 wickets intact. Both the opening bowlers going for the cleaners. Lots of runs conceded, 21 by Jinesh and 23 by Nigam. And a change in the bowling this time. It's going to be Kunal who will bowl the fifth over. Kunal, the right arm medium pacer. And this time played towards the offside. So another single taken. So the good part about this inning so far has been that they're not really playing any dot deliveries. If they don't get the boundary, they're getting those singles in, just like at the start of this over. And once again, it's bowled shot. And once again, it is banged through the leg side towards the cow corner region. And another boundary for Anirudh. Both these openers really enjoying themselves out there right now. You just can't afford to bowl short to any of these bowlers. Once again, a back of a length delivery and superbly hit through the leg side. Just playing into the strength of the batters at the moment, the bowlers. Another bowler comes in and concedes a boundary. And once again, this time a fuller length. And he's picked that one up beautifully through the leg side. And that will also bring the 50 up for the Lakers. 55 for no loss after just 4.5 overs. They are looking set to post a huge total here in this iconic Darts Premier League. Already 11 of the over, halfway through it. And this time played towards the fielder, a third man. And this time the ball just skidding through the surface. So the first dot delivery of the over. And that will make Kunal feel a little better. What a good start this is for the Lakers. Can they capitalize on this opportunity here? These two looking really good at the moment. And once again, it's picked up. And this time just short of the fielder there at mid-on. And they scamper across for a quick single. So another big over coming to an end. 13 of it once again. And at the end of the fifth now, the Lakers are 57 without a wicket. So that's the first boundary of this final over of the power play. And this time should be a wide down the leg side, offside, and it is. So 9 of the over once again, one more to come. Omesh at the moment 33 of just 20 and Anirudh on the other hand 30 of just 15, striking at 200. They are doing an excellent job for their side at the moment. And this time trying to play that one through the offside, but a dot delivery. So 9 coming off the 6th over. At the end of the 6th now it is 66 without a wicket with a projected score of 220 from here on. So Nigam continuing and Anirudh continues to deposit another one in the ground. A superbly timed shot that one once again. Just can't afford to bowl it to his legs. Absolutely brutal this by these two. And another maximum in this innings. And what a good partnership this is turning out to be. This time charging down the track. And he finds the fielder. So just a single take in this time. Nigam into his third over. Just the one more delivery left for him. And he's conceded 32 in his 2.5. He's proven to be very expensive just like any other bowler so far. And once again, he's gone for the big shot towards the leg side, Umesh. But a dot delivery now. And that closes out the seventh over. Once again, another over where nine come off it. And at the end of the seventh, now it is 75 without a wicket for the Lakers. So once again, Bolden shot, and once again it smashed through the leg side. They are into the 80s already in this eighth over, continuing to get those sixes even after the end of the power play. It does not matter who is bowling at the moment. It is these two who are on song. Once again, banged in shot, and he won't miss out on that one, considering he has already played 20 deliveries in these innings for those 44 runs. And straight away, pressure on the bowler. And once again, a big swing. This time he misses out, and he finds the fielder towards the deep mid wicket region. And this time, showing some touch and class, Umesh, and a good piece of footwork there by the fielder, allowing them to get across for a couple of more runs. So they keep the scoreboard ticking at the moment. Once again, already 9 of this over, just halfway through it, and a lot of work to do here for Harnish. They need a wicket here desperately, the Blasters. And once again, it's played in the air. He will find the fielder on this occasion, unfortunately for him, and just a single. And this time it's driven through the offside and getting across for a quick single. A bit risky that time, but they make it. And they keep the scoreboard moving on every single delivery, not allowing any dot deliveries here, not allowing the Blasters to put any pressure on them at the moment. And this time trying to be cheeky on that occasion, but he misses out. So a dot delivery here for Harnish to close out the over with the score at 86 without a wicket now after 8. So a change in the bowling. Sahir continuing, and he is getting the same kind of treatment here, but he's very fortunate, the batter this time, that it landed into no man's land. So a single taken on this occasion. Both these openers closing in on a half century, especially Anirudh on to 47 with that single. 47 or just 23, striking at more than 200 at the moment. And once again it's pitched full, and this time he's gone inside out, and once again superbly played. They keep on getting these boundaries at the moment, and Umesh is also into the 40s now. The left arm off spinner coming around the wicket to the right hander to play against his angle, but he's played expertly well with the spin. And another boundary here for the Lakers. This partnership worth 91 now of just 50, and this time a front foot defense, something that we have not seen quite often in this game so far. This time charging down the track, and he's played to the fielder long off, and it's a misfield. That's gone away to the boundary once again. So the fielder's feeling the pressure. This time charging down the track, wanting to play it straighter, but finding the fielder at long off, and it's gone through his legs. Poor piece of fielding in the end. And the boundaries just keep on coming at the moment. Once again wanting to come down the track, but the bowler just pulling his length back a little. Smartly bowled on this occasion by Samir in fact. This time driven hard, and has he found the gap once again? Not quite so. The long off fielder was very wide, and he's done well to stop that one. But once again they get a couple of runs, and that closes out another over. 11 coming off the over of Samir, and at the end of the ninth now it is 97 without a wicket. So Harnish continuing now as we head into the final over before that drink break. 97 on the board already for the Lakers, right on top in this game. This time a shorter one outside the off stump and well fielded there. A dot delivery. So Anirudh on 47 now at the moment. Just 3 more runs for his half century. And has he found the gap once again? Yes, he has. There's his half century. An outstanding innings this one. 51 of just 25 deliveries. And that also brings up the 100 for the Lakers. 101 without a wicket after 9.2 overs. A superb piece of batting display this by both the openers, and especially Anirudh, who is going a nudge faster than Umesh at the moment. This time played towards the fielder on the offside. So another dot delivery for Harnish, and he will be mightily relieved. for getting those couple of dots in between of the boundary. This time played straight down the ground. Should only be a single, and it will be. So good sensible cricket as well, getting those boundaries in and then those singles. Rotating the strike as well. What an outstanding performance this has been so far by the Lakers. And this time hit hard. He's hit that one very straight, and that will go away to the boundary too. And that's a 50 for Umesh as well. 51 of his 32 deliveries. And you wouldn't believe that he's playing second fiddle at the moment in this innings. He's taken 5 more deliveries compared to Anirudh. But another boundary in. And they're looking really set to post a huge total here, the Lakers. Just one more delivery left in this over. Once again, 9 of it already. And this time it's a chance. And it's taken. And finally, they have broken this partnership. The Blasters, they will be mightily relieved to see the back of Umesh. Once again, taking the aerial route, wanting to go for all the way. But instead, he finds the fielder at long off. Couldn't quite time that one well enough. And finally, the partnership is broken here at 106 of 60 deliveries. And Harnish is the man to break that partnership. Asking him to fetch on that one. Slightly fuller outside the off stump. And nicely taken there by the fielder, who has had a stick for a couple of times on missing on those boundaries. So 106 for 1 now after 10, and we head into a short drink break. So 106 for one, and Samir is going to continue in this 11th over. Back end of the innings left, and the Lakers would love to replicate what they have made already in the first 10. They would love to add another 106, which will get them to a 212, which will be a really good score to be fair on this ground. So the left arm orthodox off spinner is going to continue, and this time trying to nudge it on the leg side, Anirudh. And Jitendra joins him at the crease, coming in here at number 3 with his side at a very good position, a strong hold at the moment. And straight away he's gone for another one. And once again he's found a fielder straight down his throat. They are two down now. They have lost both their openers, and the Blasters just trying to creep back into this game here. 106 for 2 now. Both the openers making their half centuries and going back to the pavilion, and both getting out in similar fashion. Once again, a fuller length and asking the batter to fetch at that one. He got underneath it, but he didn't quite time it well enough, and he couldn't find the distance. So 2 down now, the Lakers. An excellent innings by Anirudh coming to an end there. He played superbly well for his 52 of just 32 deliveries. And in comes Dheeraj now at number 4. Both the new batters yet to face a delivery here. 2 wickets in a span of just 3 deliveries here for the Dbis Blasters. And they need a few more at the moment to get back into this one. Still in a good position here, the Lakers, but they have lost a couple of wickets. So Dheeraj, the left-hander, coming in here at number 4. And straight away it's past him and it's past the wicket-keeper too. And that will race away to the boundary as well. How unfortunate is that for Samir? Very close to finding that outside edge of the batsman. That could have been another one for him. But instead it's gone away for 4 byes. Dheeraj just trying to nudge that one on the offside, wanting to get off the mark. But he's missed out on that one, and the wicket-keeper also undone by it. And this time he just lets it go. So taking his time out there, Dheeraj, not wanting to rush in. They have a very good score already on the board. They don't want to lose their way. They have already lost a couple of wickets in a span of just 4 deliveries. And this time nudged on the leg side, but straight to the fielder. So a couple of dots now. And he's not conceded a run in this over yet. Just the 4 leg byes, which won't be registered to his name. Can he get a maiden over here? Yes, he can. An exceptional over. It's a maiden wicket for Samir. And at the end of the 11th over now, the Lakers are 110 for 2. for 2 now, and Himmat will continue in the next over. For the first time, he is bowling in this game, and a very crucial juncture in the game here. A wicket or two can really put them right back into this game here, the Dbis Blasters. And on the other hand, once again, another partnership will help them a lot in course for the 200 that they are searching for. They are going at 10 and over at the moment. So this time played nicely back to the bowler, and they get across for a single. So Jitendra gets off the mark immediately of his very first delivery, and the score moves on to Nelson. Incredibly, 11.1 overs. The score is 111. So Dheeraj yet to get off the mark here. 5 deliveries in, and finally he plays it down the leg, down the ground towards the long on fielder, and a single taken. So both these players off the mark now, and all of a sudden the boundaries have stopped at the moment. This time he's played it inside out, but straight to the fielder. So just the 3 runs of the over so far after the first 4 deliveries. Slowly creeping back into this one, the DBIS Blasters, not allowing the opposition to get away at the moment. And this time it's hit hard by Dheeraj, but once again he finds the fielder, and a bit of a misfield will allow them to come back for the second run as well. That's good running between the two. So no boundaries in this over. That is good in the context of the game for the Blasters. But the Lakers at the moment trying to rebuild. This time Himmat will have to reload. The batter wasn't quite ready. And this time played back to the bowler. So another dot delivery. That closes out the over. Just the 5 of it at the end of the 12th. Now the NS Lakers are 115 for 2. So once again a new bowler coming into the attack, and this time it's going to be Rachit to bowl the next over. And this time Jitendra has played it straight to the fielder at cover. And good piece of running between the two. They scamper across in the end. So trying to keep the scoreboard ticking at the moment, but the boundaries have dried up now for quite a while. Ever since the drinks break, we haven't seen a boundary. It's been 2.1 overs in, and this time it's banged in short. And once again, he's hit that one well, but expertly fielded there at the boundary line. Good bit of work there by the left arm off spinner. And just a single, he's kept it down to just one. That's good work, saving certain runs for his side. And this time he's got underneath that one, Jitendra. And he will just watch it sail over everyone. That is a colossal blow from Jitendra. A mighty hit that one. He got a lot of height and a lot of distance too. Such is the power of this man. And finally they get a boundary after 3 overs. Exactly 18 deliveries since the last boundary. And this partnership going along nicely now. They lost a couple at 106. This partnership worth 17, building slowly and nicely. So still another 7.5 overs left in this innings. This time a swing and a miss, nicely bowled on this occasion by Rachit. And he's gone for another one, Jitendra. Once again, a lot of height. And once again, he's found the distance too. That's the second six of the over. And he's taking Rachit now for the cleaners. He moves on to 15 of the 6 as well. He's playing a nice little hand here, Jitendra. Superbly hit down the ground and in the similar region. And this time he nudges it towards the fielder at point and a single taken. So 15 runs coming off the over in the end. And at the end of the 13th now, the Lakers are 130 for 2, going at exactly 10 and over. Up against the left arm off spinner. And Dheeraj at the moment struggling a little, but Jitendra going at a very good pace. Himmat continuing in this 14th over. And this time he's played it straight to the fielder at point. And a bit of a misfield by the wicketkeeper. It will allow them to come back for the second. Overthrows this time. So that will keep Jitendra on strike. This time he's got underneath that one. It's gone in the air and just short of the fielder once again. That could have been the third. But they're coming back for the second and they make it eventually. It was a close call, a big shout by the wicketkeeper, and the umpire not interested. Umpire Fayyaz Sheikh on that occasion. So a couple of doubles now in this over. And the first delivery was a dot delivery. We will have that graphic updated for you shortly. And once again going for the big swing, and he stepped out of his crease, and that's the third one down. Excellent piece of wicket keeping there. And another one departs, and it's Jitendra this time, who has played a very useful hand here. 20 of 10 for him. And it is 134 for 3 now. Himmat in with the wickets. So Amol comes in now at number 5 with a score at 134 for 3. Another 6.2 overs left in the innings. And Amol wanting to nudge it straight away on the offside but misses out. So a dot delivery. And straight away he's played that one in the air. It does not seem like he's found the distance. And it will be held by the fielder at long on. And once again they lose a couple of wickets together. And it is 4 down now for the Lakers. 134 for 4, and Amol departs for a duck. He's faced just the 2 deliveries, and Himmat gets his second one. So a very good over this one for the Blasters. Just the 4 of it and a couple of wickets. Once again trying to continue to play the big shots, trying to keep the run rate high, and they lose out another one. So 14 overs bowled now, the score 134 for 4. So Karthik comes in here at number 6, but he will be at the non-strikers end. It will be Dheeraj on strike, who is also struggling at the moment somewhat. 4 of 9 for him, struggling to get those runs in, struggling to rotate the strike. And Sameer is going to continue in this 15th over now. And played down the ground this time. Gets a single, and he brings Karthik on strike for the first time in this game. Coming in here at number 6. And these two at the moment have to make sure that they stay at the crease for at least a couple of overs from here on. Can't afford to lose another one, the Lakers. Otherwise, this innings will be heading nowhere. They already have a good total on the board. They want to make sure that they get to the 200 mark. If they don't get to the 200 mark, it will be a psychological advantage to the DBIS Blasters. And this time he nudges it on the offside and a quick single taken. So Karthik off the mark immediately. They are continuing to keep that left hand right hand combination, and that has been the case in this innings somewhat apart from the first wicket. This time nudged on the leg side. It's played in the gap, but he finds the fielder and he keeps it down to just one. So good piece of fielding there. Very quick to get across. And just the three of the over, three singles, three more to come. And this time nudged on the offside again. So that's the fourth single of the over. Dealing in singles at the moment, the Lakers. Once again, trying to play that between the fielder at point and short third. But he's missed out on that one, Dheeraj. That was a big opportunity for a shot like that. Not easy finding the gap there. This time hit hard through the leg side. And a good piece of work there by the fielder. He's done extremely well. And he's kept it down to two. So a couple of more runs that will make it six of the over. And another over coming to an end for Samir. He has just one more left at the end of the 15th now. It is 140 for four for the Lakers. So Himmat continuing here, and why shouldn't he after taking those couple of wickets in his previous over? And Karthik has picked him up straight away, but he finds the fielder. That's he's done really well there. The fielder, the ball was just spinning away from him, and he's held on to it. So it brings Dheeraj back on strike. 8 of 13 for Dheeraj at the moment. He's taken a lot of deliveries to settle in. He needs a boundary here desperately. Once again, after taking those couple of wickets, not conceding any boundaries here, the Blasters. And he's played it superbly well there, Dheeraj. But the short third fielder is very fine, and he will just find him. Won't quite get the boundary that he was looking for past him. And not a lot of pace offered as well by the bowler. So the ball won't quite run away either. And this time a swing and a miss. So Himmat doing a very good job here for his side. Once again, this is a little spell in the innings where they have not got any boundaries for quite a while now. It's been almost the third over now since the last boundary. He's gone for it, but won't quite find the distance, and he will find the fielder once again. So good piece of fielding as well. They have turned the ties here after that drinks break. Just the three of the over once again so far. Two more to come. Himmat with an exceptional spell. 2 for 12 for him in his 2.4 at a very good economy rate. And once again he's nudged that one on the offside. But once again he finds the fielder at short third. Not enough legs to find the gap. One more delivery to come in this over. And this time he's played it on the leg side. And another single taken. So just the five singles of the over and a dot. Once again, a very good one here for the Blasters. After the 16th, it is 145 for 4. So Samir continuing here. And he starts off with a dot delivery once again. Keeping things extremely tight at the moment. The Blasters. They are right back into this one, to be fair. And this time played straight to the fielder at short third once again. Getting across for another single. So the boundaries have really dried up now. And this time he's got underneath that one. And that will race away to the boundary. That will bring the 150 up. And finally, they get a boundary. It's been a while. 3 overs since the last boundary. Once again, they get that spell. But they have found another one. Hit straight as an arrow there by Dheeraj. That's his first one too. And that will help him a lot in growing some confidence. This time played in the air, but short of the fielder. One bounce and into his hands. And a single taken. So just the 20 more deliveries left now in this innings. The Blasters doing extremely well after that drinks break. Remember, they were 106 for 1 after 10. They've added only 45 more in the next 40 deliveries. And this time he's hit that one superbly well through the legs that he's picked the gap perfectly, Karthik. And that's his first boundary too. So all of a sudden, a couple of boundaries in this over. And once again, the Lakers inching closer to the 200 mark. Superbly hit once again. And this time he finds the fielder. A bit of a hesitation. In the end, they decide against running the single. And a dot delivery to start the over and also to end the over. And in the end, 10 coming off it at the end of the 17th. Now it is 155 for 4 for the Lakers. So just the three more overs left in this innings, and Himmat into his final over starts off with a dot delivery once again, keeping the pressure, building on the opposition. And this time he's got underneath that one. Will that find the fence? The fielder is getting across and he makes it quite comfortably in the end. And they come back for the second two. Had the throw been slightly better, that could have been trouble for the batsman. But a couple of more runs. So 200 seems to be very difficult from here on. And you would say that the Blasters have done an exceptional job here in pulling things back a little. But still on top in this game, the Lakers. And the Blasters will have to bat really well if they want to give themselves any chance to chase down whatever they are going to score from here on. And this time a big swing. How has that missed the stumps? I do not believe it. Going right through bat and pad, that should have been the third wicket for Himmat. But it's just a dot delivery in the end. This time charging down the track, and he finds the fielder at long on, making sure that he does not make any mistake. The throw wasn't quite on the money, and the bowler not happy at all, but it won't do any damage at all. Just a single. So just the three of the over so far, and Himmat has really turned this game around. To be fair, maybe the Blasters will be happy if they keep them to somewhere around 180 from here on, but the onus will be on them itself to score that 182. They need a few boundaries for that too. Himmat just wanting to make sure that his field is set correctly. And this time taking a big swing towards the leg side, but once again finds the fielder at long on. So that closes out another over, just the four of it, and at the end of the 18th now, the Lakers are 159 for four, ending Himmat's spell as well. 4 overs, 2 for 18. Absolutely outstanding performance by him. So just the two more overs left in this innings now, and it is going to be Nigam who will continue. Nigam, who was taken for the cleaners inside the power play, he went for 32 runs in his first three, has one more left here. Can he make any difference in this game? So at one stage, the Lakers were looking to score a total in excess of 200, and now stranded here at 159 for 4, heading into the final two. Maybe 180 will be enough for them in the end. So just a single taken this time by Karthik. He moves on to 12 of 12 deliveries. He's taken his time out there, not quite working for him, and also for Dheeraj. Just the one boundary for him in his 22 deliveries, 18 of 22. They have reached that 160 mark. They would have wanted much more at this stage. That opening partnership really making all the difference in this game at the moment. That opening partnership is the reason why they are here. And this time it is driven. They are coming back for the second on the throw, taking on the fielder, and they make it quite comfortably. So Nigam continuing to come over the wicket to the left-hander, and he's done superbly well there, Dheeraj, to hit that one over the fielder at fine leg, and that's gone racing away to the boundary. So some innovation to get in those boundaries. Playing behind square on this occasion, and just the one bounce into the fence, and that would definitely be one of the shot of the day. We have seen quite a few so far, and that one was very good by Dheeraj. So Nigam once again going for the boundaries. He's got three more deliveries left. Can he chip in with the wicket here? Dheeraj walking down the track on this occasion, and he's found the gap, but he's found the fielder too. So just a single. And this time he's played that one through the offside. He's played it inside out, and that will run away to the boundary. So the second boundary of the over. And finally they get a few boundaries in. They're into the 170s now. Just the seven more deliveries left in the innings. And Nigam has found his 40 run mark as well. He's conceded 40 in his 3.5 overs. And the batters really enjoying themselves against him. Just not been his day so far. He's got just the one more left to turn things around for himself. Can he get at least one wicket for himself? It has been a day where the left arm off spinners have really been fruitful for the Lakers, other than Nigam. Samir and Himmat doing an exceptional job coming around the wicket. And once again trying to go the aerial route over extra cover. This time coming back for the second, taking on the throw of the fielder, and the batsman makes it quite comfortably. So a couple of runs taken once again, and a huge over this time. 14 coming off it, and at the end of the 19th now, the Lakers are 173 for 4, heading into the final over. In fact, it's going to be Harnish, the right arm medium pacer, into his final over. Bowling this final over is played in the air, but won't quite find the gap or the boundary. Just a single. That's good piece of fielding. And now just the five more deliveries left in the innings. Harnish is the man who took the wicket of Anirudh earlier on in the innings. That big wicket, and that is the moment since when the Blasters have creeped back into this game. That massive opening partnership of 106 of the 60 deliveries. And now just the five more deliveries left. Karthik on strike. They need some boundaries here, the Lakers, desperately. This time a swing and a miss. A dot delivery. At this stage, a dot delivery is absolutely golden. And he's got underneath that one. It was a low full toss. Not the best of the deliveries by Harnish. And they will come back for the second quite comfortably. Running on the throw too. Well, in fact, they have taken 3 runs on this occasion, taking on the arm of the fielder as well, taking those risks in the final over. And Dheeraj, once again, he finds the fielder, a bit of a misfield. They have been a bit clumsy in the field here, the Blasters, all day. And another short misfield, but won't be costly on this occasion. So just the 2 deliveries left, and Harnish has done an exceptional job here, not conceding any boundaries at all in this final over. Can he close it out nicely too? And it is going to be Karthik on strike for the penultimate delivery of the innings. And it's a swing and a miss. Another dot delivery here for Harnish. And the good part about this innings has been that the Blasters have not really conceded any extras at all in this innings. Hardly any wides or no balls given. In fact, they have not given away any no balls. Just a couple of wides. And heading into the final delivery of the innings, 178 for 4. They have done exceptionally well here, the Blasters. And once again, another swing and another miss. So a couple of dots to end the innings. And that will keep it down to just 5 of the final over. 3 dot deliveries in that one. Exceptional by Harnish. And they close out the innings here at 178 for 4. And the target for the Blasters will be 179 when they come back to chase. And we will be back for the chase on the other side. So we are back here for the chase, and once again, it's the Lakers who have started off exceptionally well in the very first over, just like they did with the bat. They have taken a wicket here of the very first delivery of the new batter. They got a single of the first one, and it's a golden duck this time for Burzin. And it is 1 for 1 after just the second delivery of the innings. Struggling at the moment in this chase. So Vibhu in with the wickets just after the second delivery, and the Blasters chasing this target of 179. Not the kind of the start that they wanted. This time bowling it on the pads and nicely flicked away. Harnish coming in here at number 3, and he gets off the mark instantly. So a couple of runs taken across by Harnish, and they will have to really bat well if they want to chase this down the total of 179. And this time pushed down the ground and a single taken by Harnish. And this time just past the outside edge. Very close to getting another one here. It's the left hand right hand combination for the Blasters as well. Almost finding a feather of the bat. Vibhu has bowled an exceptional over here so far in the very first of the innings. He's picked this one up, and he's picked the gap perfectly. That's gone away to the boundary. So the first boundary of the innings, and it's come off the bat of Amit. An exceptional way to end the over. And at the end of the first now, it is 8 for 1. So Jitendra continuing in the second over, and they get across for a quick single of a forward defense. So the Lakers have given themselves a chance here. In fact, the Lakers were 106 without a wicket after 9.5, and they managed to add only 72 more after that in their innings. And they have done really well to keep them below 180 and trying to chase this total down at 8.95 and over. 8.95 at the start of the innings. Now it's creeped up to 9.11, but they can keep things in control if they manage to bat well inside this power play. Once again, power play crucial, just like in any other T20 game, especially in a chase like this. And once again, it's picked up and he's found the gap, but there is a fielder out there. There is protection. A bit of a slip, but it will keep it down to one. And they are into the double figures now. The Dbis Blasters 10 for 1 after 1.5 overs. And this time he's defended it nicely. Back to the bowler. So keeping things tight at the moment. The NIS Lakers will be kicking themselves if they don't do enough with the ball because they know that at one stage they should have scored somewhere in excess of 200. This time nudged on the leg side, and they're coming back for the second and they will make it quite comfortably. So keeping the scoreboard ticking and trying to build a partnership here, Harnish and Amit. So one more delivery left in this over. Just the four conceded by Jitendra. Jitendra who hit those couple of sixes, couple of colossal hits, who really tried to get them going once again in the middle of the back end of the innings. And this time a dot delivery to end the over. So just the four of it. And at the end of the second now, it is 12 for 1 for the Blasters. So Vibhu continuing here, and he starts off by giving away a single. This time driven. A very good shot, but just for a single. A very good cricketing shot, that one. A fuller length. Trying to find the gap through the offside. Couldn't quite find it. And this time it's picked up and played down the ground. And that's gone away to the boundary. So playing it over the infield this time. And the second boundary here for Amit. And trying to get the move on here at the moment. It was a low full toss. And taking full advantage of it. It's the power play overs. Making the full use of it. And this time a big swing and a miss. Missed by the batter completely, and the wicketkeeper doing well to grabbing onto that one. So this has been a very good start here for the Lakers, keeping things tight. They have taken the opening wicket as well in the very first over, and Vibhu is doing an exceptional job at the moment. He's got two more to come in this over, and once again a swing and a miss by Amit. Very close to finding the outside edge. Vibhu just cannot believe that how he's not found the outside edge there. Trying to play it off the back foot. So one more delivery left in this over. An excellent comeback after conceding a boundary. This time he got the edge, and this time the wicketkeeper couldn't quite hold on to it. An apologetic hand straight away. That was an easy chance, and Vibhu just cannot believe how has he dropped that one. It was a consolation take. Once again, trying to take the aerial route through the offside, and a thick edge, and he couldn't quite hold on to it. And they get across for a single as well, adding insult to injury. So at the end of the third now, it is 19 for 1. So Jitendra continuing, and the Lakers continuing to keep things tight at the moment. Another dot delivery, and the pressure keeps on rising. The asking rate touching 9.5 now. Exactly 9.5 required and over. 160 away from this target, 160 required of another 101 deliveries. And this time he finds the fielder Amit, and the dot count keeps on increasing. Bowling to his field at the moment, Jitendra. And the secret to getting those boundaries for the Lakers was that they kept on going over the infield, and that is something that the Blasters are not really doing at the moment. And this time he's found the gap. It's gone past the fielder at short third. It almost carried to him, but it's gone for a boundary nonetheless. It was a thick outside edge once again, and he's picked the gap in the end. The fielder couldn't quite get his hand to that one. So a much needed boundary this one, and it's once again come off the bat of Amit. That's his third boundary of the innings. He scored 12 runs of his 16 by boundaries, and he's been supported at the moment by Harnish. Still a long way away from this target and struggling at the moment. So coming around the wicket now, Jitendra, and that will maybe help the angle for the left-hander Amit, but he finds the fielder this time towards long on. So bowling exactly to his field, he wanted him to take the big swing towards the long on region, and that's exactly what he has done, but he missed out on that one. And also the bowler feeling that it didn't quite carry for a catch. So trying to keep the scoreboard ticking, another single taken by Amit. So two dots and then a 4 and a 1 brings Harnish back on strike, who is at 7 of 7 at the moment, and he needs to get the move on here. And he's gone for the big swing, and it's gone right through his bat and pad. And that's the second one down, and even Jitendra is in with the wickets now. And in huge trouble now, the Blasters in this chase. 24 for 2 after 3.5. And it's the key wicket of Harnish, who was settling in slowly in this innings. Went for the big shot, never in control of that one. And Jitendra has the last laugh. 24 for 2 now after 3.5. So Jitendra continuing, and he's not quite able to get out of this over. He starts off with a wide delivery up against Hemal, coming in here at number 4 with his side in a spot of bother at the moment. They need to build a partnership once again, and they need a big one here. At the moment, struggling to get those boundaries in, just the three, and all three of them coming off the bat of Amit. Not quite able to make the best use of this power play. And this time it's played in the air, and that's superbly hit by Hemal in the end. Won't quite reach the boundary, maybe. It does in the end. The chase was on, the fielder couldn't quite get there, and the ball winning the race. And a boundary to end the over. So a decent over in the end here for the Blasters, even after losing a wicket. And at the end of the fourth now, it is 29 for 2. So Amol continuing here, a change in the bowling and a big swing and a miss straight away by Amit up against the new bowler as well. So Amit has a batting stance of a South African player called Riley Russo, but can he connect a few like him at the moment? Still 150 required here for the Blasters. And he's hit this one hard, but he's played it straight to the fielder at mid-off. So another dot delivery. Well, he's connecting them sweetly at the moment, but not quite able to get the boundaries in. And the Lakers continuing to put the pressure on the opposition. And this time in the air and gone. A soft dismissal in the end for Amit. And 3 down now, the Blasters. In huge trouble at the moment. Amit was looking decent out there. He was building his innings, but has to depart now. A good catch in the end by the fielder at point. Amit not shy of playing the ball in the air. And very unfortunate for him that he's been held out. Safely taken in the air and safe pair of hands. And 29 for 3 now after 4.3. So Ronak comes in now at number 5 and a wicket in his very first over here for Amol. And not conceded any runs yet. 4 deliveries in. And keeping the pressure building here on the opposition at the moment. Just the 2 more deliveries left in this over. And this time a swing and a miss. This time Amol was rapid. That was a very quick delivery. Not much that the batter could do. And this time a swing and a miss. So a maiden wicket over in the end for Amol. An excellent top stuff this. At the end of the 5th now, the Blasters are 29 for 3. So Jitendra is going to continue in this final over of the power play. 2 overs, 1 for 14 for him. And Hemal has gone for the big one, and it's a chance dropped that should have been taken. That was straight towards the hand of the fielder, and he couldn't quite hold on to it. How costly will that prove to be for the Lakers? Once again, Hemal trying to take the aerial route. He swung it hard towards the offside, and the fielder couldn't quite hold on to it. So finally, they get a move on from 29. They get a single, but not in the fashion that they wanted. And Ronak will be on strike now, who is very new to the crease. Yet to get off the mark. And he's gone for the big swing, but he's missed out. And luckily for him, the ball did not hit the stumps. This is really good stuff by Jitendra at the moment. And that will be another swing and a miss. Won't be called as a wide either. The umpire keeping his arms inside his pocket. And the dot count just keeps on increasing at the moment, and the asking rate is also creeping up. It's gone up to 10.28 now. Very easily it can go up to 12s. A couple of more tight overs can do that. And they need to get the move on desperately here now, the Blasters. The game is just slipping away from them. And this time he's connected that one. He's got plenty of it. And that's gone all the way by Ronak. A release shot. That one has come out of nowhere. Superbly hit through the leg side. Slightly fuller. And as soon as it was full, Ronak's eyes were lit up. And he just went along with the delivery, went along with the pace of the ball, and hit it even harder. So just what they needed. That will help them, but they need quite a few more of those. And this time a swing and a miss. Very close to finding the outside edge. Jitendra coming back really well after being hit for a six. And another swing and a miss. So a couple of dots to end the over. Seven coming off it in the end. And Jitendra will feel that he should have got a wicket in this over. So that closes out the sixth over and also the power play. And at the end of the sixth now, the Blasters are 36 for 3. So Amol is going to continue now in the seventh over after that maiden wicket. And he's been dispatched for a boundary of his very first delivery of his second. And beautifully hit that one by Hemal, playing across the line of the delivery. And that will help them. They need quite a few more of those. The power play overs have come to an end. The field is now spread. 5 fielders allowed outside the inner ring. And no one is back at the boundary line behind square on the leg side and neither on the offside. Everyone inside the circle. So maybe those are the areas where they can find those boundaries. But this time he's played that one down the ground and just over the fielder. That's gone for a six. That will go down as a chance missed. But another maximum here, and Amol all of a sudden has conceded 10 in his first two of this over. The fielder never settled under that one. So all of a sudden, after the end of the power play, they're getting a move on. And this time hit hard towards the fielder on the offside. The cover fielder will cover that one up, but just a single. So 131 more, 132 more required from 81 deliveries. The asking rate 9.78. They're trying to stay in touch even after losing those 3 wickets early on. And if these two can keep on batting in this fashion, you just never know. And this time it should be given as a wide, and it is in the end by the umpire. And this time nudged on the leg side. It's past the wicket keeper, but the square leg fielder had to run a long way, and he gets across and he keeps it down to one. So at this stage, the Blasters are 25 odd runs behind what the Lakers were, and they were without losing a wicket. And on the other hand, the Blasters have lost three, and this time a big swing and a miss. So 13 coming off the over already, one more to come, and it seems like Hamel's intentions are clear. He wants to keep on playing the big shots on every single delivery. It does not matter if it's a good delivery or a bad one. And he's gone for it again. He's found a thick outside edge and it's gone past the wicketkeeper once again. That's the second time something like that has happened. And that will bring up the 50 as well for the Blasters. 53 for 3 now. And a huge over, 17 coming off it. Amol, after bowling a maiden wicket, has conceded 17 in a second, and that will also go down as a chance dropped. That's the second time in this over, and for the third time, Hemel has dropped. And at the end of the seventh now, it is 53 for 3. So 53 for 3 after 7, and a change in the bowling is going to be Rahul to bowl this eighth over. And he starts off by giving away a single. So things very much in control of the Lakers at the moment. But a couple of big overs here for the Blasters can turn things around. They got one big over, the previous one, 17 coming off it. Can they get another one here? Something in that region. The issue for the Blasters is the number of wickets that they have lost already. Three of them. But these two can really bat well, especially Ronak. But Hemal is continuing to show some class and form. That has gone a long way. He was never in control of it. Once again, superbly hit through the leg side. He lost his balance, but he did not lose his shape. A mighty hit that one. So they are right back into this one, the Blasters, especially with a shot like that. And Hemal moves on to 26 of just 8 deliveries. He's striking at more than 300. Definitely a shout out for the super striker of the game. And for how long can he continue to keep on playing in this fashion? So we will need a new ball as well. The ball was out of the stadium. And the asking rate has now come down to 9.39. At the beginning of the innings, it was at 8.95. So staying in touch, staying in control of it, even after losing those wickets, and especially through Hemal, 26 of just 8, absolutely clobbering it at the moment. And once again, he's gone for the big one. Well, there is no one behind square, or is it? And so chance dropped once again. That's another time Hemal is dropped. That's his fourth lifeline already in just 9 deliveries. What a huge opportunity that was. That was an easy chance. But instead, they get across for a single. These drop chances are proving to be very costly for them. And once again, it's hit in the air. This time, it's come off the bat of Ronak and another boundary. So keeping things moving here at the moment. So Ronak also continuing to play in the fashion just like his partner Hemal, and he's got another boundary. Another big over this one. Already 19 of it, and one more to come here. They are making things ever so easy for themselves after this end of the power play. They have added 36 in just 1.5 overs. So one more delivery to come in this over. Rahul, he's really gone for the cleaners at the moment. 19 conceded by him. One more to come. And Ronak also moves on to 16 now. Hemel already dropped 4 times in this innings. This time hit hard down the ground and he will find the fielder. So an excellent over once again for the Blasters, coming to an end, 20 coming off it in the end. And at the end of the eighth now, it is 73 for 3. Right on track in this chase. So Dheeraj continuing into the attack, and he's finally broken the partnership here. Into his second delivery, he has cleaned up Ronak, and finally they can breathe here, the Lakers. Once again on the back foot now, the Blasters. Continuing to go for the big swing, finding the gap between bat and pad, and absolutely undoing the batter there. 73 for 4 now after 8.2. So Rachit comes in here at number 6 and he's hit that one hard straight away towards the fielder at deep extra cover, and they're coming back for the second. In fact, they decided against it in the end. A good call in the end by Rachit to send Hemal back. So once again we see Hemal on strike, who is striking the ball at the moment at 300. 27 of just 9 deliveries for him, and he holds the key in this chase at the moment. For how long can he continue in this fashion? Once again, he's hit that one hard on the offside, and they are wanting to come back for the second, and they make it quite comfortably. So a couple of more runs added to the total now. And this time a big swing and a huge appeal as well, but the umpire not interested at all. So a rare dot delivery there for Hemal, and he's going for a reverse sweep this time, but unfortunately for him, he's found the fielder trying to be innovative on that occasion. So the over comes to an end, just the three of it and the wicket of Ronak at the end of the ninth. Now the Blasters are 76 for 4. So it is going to be Kamaldeep to continue at this 10th over with some off spinners and a bit of a misfield there. Will allow them to get across for a single. Rachit, another single for him, brings Hemal on strike. 102 more required of 65 deliveries from here on. The asking rate staying in touch 9.36, not letting that go very high at the moment, but they have lost 4 wickets, which is the issue at the moment. Once again hit hard by Hemal, won't quite find the gap on this occasion. Another single taken. So a couple of singles. Kamaldeep coming around the wicket to the right hander, asking the batter to fetch, and this time it's way wide and will be given as a wide by the umpire. Fayyaz Sheikh on that occasion. So exactly 100 more required. 100 from 64 deliveries from here on. This time hit hard in the gap once again, and a single taken. So they need less than 100 now. Maybe that will help them psychologically. Hemal holding the key in this chase. He has to stick around till the end if he wants to give his side any chance of winning this game. This time a big swing and a miss. So a dot delivery. Just the two more deliveries left in this over, and Kamaldeep is doing a fantastic job out there with the ball. Just the 4 runs conceded, not conceding any boundaries. And just as we speak about boundaries, he's gone for the big one, and he's found the fielder. And that's 5 down, and Himal has to depart. What a huge blow that is! Just the wicket that they were searching for. The Lakers and the Blasters have now lost half their side, and it's the big wicket of Himal, who was looking really good out there. He smashed a few boundaries. He got 4 opportunities to stay at the crease, 4 lifelines, but on this occasion he has been held. Fifth time unlucky for Himal, and it is 80 for 5 now after 9.5, and they need 99 more to win of 61 deliveries with just 5 wickets in hand. So just a single taken by Himmat on the last delivery of the over at the end of the 10th. Now it is 81 for 5, requiring 98 more to win in the back 10. And the drinks break has been concluded, and very much on top here at the moment, the Lakers. They have not allowed the opposition to get back into this game and continue in that fashion at the moment. And Himmat taking a single of the last delivery of the over, so keeping strike at the moment. He did an exceptional job with the ball and now has to do a job with the bat at the moment. He took those 2 wickets, kept things tight, and now he needs to get some quick runs here for his side. Trying to nudge that one on the leg side, sending his partner back. A big appeal for a leg before wicket, but the umpire not interested at all. And this time nudging that one on the offside. Nicely done in the end. So once again, the Blasters need to try and build a partnership. One more wicket and they will be right into the tail here. The Lakers, NIS Lakers right on top and continuing to play attacking in search of wickets. And this time bowling it slightly short, quicker through the air as well, and nicely done there by the wicketkeeper in the end to save himself and also stop the ball. And the ball just taking an awkward bounce of the pitch. This time charging down the track, Rachit, and he's found the gap. So a welcome boundary this one. So maybe a signal by Rachit that he's not going to go down without a fight, trying to get his side back in this one. Well, to be fair, it's not too many runs. 93 and 56 deliveries in modern day cricket is not a big deal, but considering the amount of wickets that they have lost, that is the issue for them. It is a tall task, but it can be done. They need a nice little cameo from one of these two. Maybe they can try to add at least another 35 to 40 runs from here on in the next 4 overs or so, and then plan again in the final five. But they need these two to stick around till at least the 15th over and then see on how to approach this. This time, single taken. So he's got the boundary of the over, takes the single, but those couple of dots are the issue, and they would be wanting to avoid those. And at the moment, the Lakers also not providing any extras to them. So it is on themselves to chase down this total. And an excellent delivery to close out the over by Dheeraj. So at the end of the 11th now, it is 87 for 5. So Kamaldeep continuing after taking that wicket in his previous over. And the asking rate once again going above 10s now. 10.3 the asking rate at the moment. Can they conjure something here? They have to be try and be maybe innovative as well. Every over from here on, along with those good running between the wickets, getting singles on every single delivery. And this time he's hit that one hard, and he split that one in the gap too, but just a single. So a couple of singles to start the over. Where is that boundary going to come from for these two? At the moment, Kamaldeep and also Dheeraj not giving much room to the batters, keeping things nice and slow and tight. And there is the innovation that we were talking about, trying to play it over the head of the wicket keeper, and he ends up missing out on that one. So a dot delivery, trying something different. The field behind square is inside the circle, so trying to play it over the fielder at fine leg and square leg region. And this time charging down the track, he's missed out on a full toss there, Rachit. It will just be a single. Jitendra is there to collect that one. This time he's played that one on the leg side and he's found the boundary. So that is exactly the region that they were searching for. It's a boundary this time for Himmat. Bowled onto the pads and he's just flicked it away past the fielder at fine leg. Superbly played in the end. Smart cricket that one. So continuing to try and stay in touch here at the moment. Still a long way to go in this game. And this time finds the fielder at short third. So a single taken to close out the over. At the end of the 12th now it is 95 for 5. So Dheeraj continuing here. And 83 more required of 47 now. Both the batters on 9 runs each. Himmat and Rachit. And this partnership holding the key at the moment of this game. Still behind in this game by some distance here, the Blasters. But a couple of big overs can get them right back into this one. They need these two to stick around. And this time finding a big inside edge onto the leg side and will be fielded. So just a single. This time charging down the track. But he finds the fielder on the bounce. So 3 singles of the over so far. Dheeraj thought that maybe the fielder was in with a chance there. But he keeps it down to just one. and brings Rachit back on strike. So it's the left-hand right-hand combination which is working decently enough here at the moment for the Blasters. But they need some boundaries now. The asking rate almost at 11s. This time charging down the track and superbly done by the wicketkeeper. That's the second wicket for Dheeraj and just what the Lakers wanted. And that should definitely be the final nail in the coffin here. Once again trying to go big, trying to come down the track, advancing and misses it completely and superbly done there by the wicketkeeper. That's excellent glove work. He was very quick onto it. And they are 6 down now. The Dbis Blasters. A long way behind in this game. So in comes Ankur at number 8. And he starts off by a dot delivery. So the asking rate now has crossed 11. Now it's 11.3. And with a few more dots, it goes easily up to 13 and 14s. And the Blasters need to do something about that. They can't afford to lose any more wickets. And that's exactly what they need. What a strike that one. He's played it superbly well down the ground. That will bring the 100 up as well for the Blasters. 104 for 6 after 13. And maybe, just maybe, they still have fight in this one. A fuller length and very quick to latch onto that one. Can Ankur do a job for them? So Umesh comes into the attack, continuing, and he starts off by missing out on an opportunity. The fielder had a big chance to hold on to that one. That is another catch dropped here for the Lakers. This time Himmat trying to play it over the infield behind square. And once again, Ankur in on the act. That's his second six. He's turning the game around once again. This time it was the leg spinner by Umesh. And it's hit beautifully towards the leg side. That brings it down to just 68 more required from 40. And the asking rate once again comes to 10.2. Well, that is what a couple of hits does. The score moves on to Nelson now. So we continue once again, and once again he's hit that for another maximum. Ankur has come in a different mood out here. He's just faced the 4 deliveries and he has hit 3 sixes. He's turning the game around here. That's exactly what they need. This time it's hit down the ground, and once again it's out of the ground, and we will need another new ball. And now they need just 62 more to win from 39 deliveries. He's got them right back into this game here, Ankur. And this time he's played it along the ground. So will be a dot delivery. It went straight to the fielder. Still very much alive in this game. The asking rate below 10 now. And it seems like Ankur has decided that he's going to go past everything. And this time he finds the boundary, beats the fielder at fine leg. So 4 more runs added to the total. And he is making things very easier for the Dbis Blasters. They are coming back in this game out of nowhere at the moment. "17 runs of the over already of Umesh, and this time played down the ground, but the long off fielder is very much straight. So a single to end the over, 18 coming off that one. And at the end of the 14th now, it is 122 for 6. So 57 required of 36, 4 wickets in hand. And Ankur keeping the strike. He's turned the game around here. 23 of the 7. And Jitendra continuing. He's back into the attack. And it's played in the air. He's played it in the gap, but good piece of work there at the boundary line. And a couple of more runs taken. So it seems like we are heading for a cracker of a game here. Nothing separating the two sides at the moment. Just the 35 more deliveries left. Jitendra into his final over now. This time a swing and a miss. Well, Ankur has not missed out on anything so far today, but that's the first time he's missed out. So both the sides very much capable of doing the unthinkable in this game. Still very much in control, but not sure which way. Both the sides will feel that they can get the victory here. This time a wide down the offside. So Jitendra missing his line there for the first time in this game. And the Lakers are feeling the pressure now, especially up against Ankur. This time a slightly slower one. He's found a lot of height. Where's that one gone? It's gone sailing over everyone once again. That's his fourth six now, Ankur. He's really making things look ever so easy here. They need less than 50 now. What a superb hit once again. Even up against Jitendra, their premium fast bowler. And now just 48 more required of 33. And for the first time, the asking rate has gone below 8.95, which was the one right at the beginning of the innings. They need only 8.73 and over now. And once again, Ankur, he's lifted that one. Has he lifted it over everyone? Yes, he has. Once again, it's out of the ground, and once again, we will need a new ball. That's his fifth six, and he's turned the game around here, Ankur. Just 42 more required of 32 deliveries. It is theirs to lose from here on. What an outstanding innings this has been so far. 37 of just 11 deliveries. So 42 more required of 32, and the asking rate has gone below 8 now. Would you believe it? Ankur has turned the ties around here. Once again, a slower one, and once again, it's picked up. And once again, it's gone all the way. We have got Superman at the crease right at the moment. That's his sixth six now. And that's the third one of the over. The lightning has struck up against the Lakers. The NIS Lakers just cannot believe what's happening out there. And this time a wide down the leg side, trying to play with his mind, but it won't bother him. He just lets it go. Well, at the moment he's striking everything. And once again, just down the leg side, another wide. My word, what an innings this has been by Ankur. 43 not out of just 12. Well, we were thinking that Hemal has played one of the fastest innings ever. Have a look at this one. Check out this one. Striking at almost 400. More than 350. Once again, hit in the air. And it's in the gap too. That's another boundary. He moves on to 47 of just 13. He's just a hit away from a half century. That could be one of the fastest centuries in the Jfsc Dads League. It is 145 for 49 for 6 now after 15, and they need a runner ball now. Would you believe it? 30 required from 30 with 4 wickets in hand. So Vibhu is back into the attack. He's going to bowl up against Himmat. And Himmat has done the smartest thing on the planet. He's taken the single and given the strike back to Ankur, who is seeing the cricket ball like a football at the moment. Striking at almost 400, in excess of 350, 47 of just 13, just a hit away from that half century. That could be one of the fastest half century ever in the iconic Dutch Premier League. It's surely one in this season. We have seen a lot of fireworks by him. He's already hit 7 sixes. In fact, 6 sixes and 1 4. And this time tries to be cheeky, tries to be smart, but he misses out on that one. Plays it straight to the fielder at short third. So won't quite get his half century yet. He will have to wait for it. Well, the previous delivery, the single, also allowing the 150 up to come for the Blasters. 150 for 6 in the 16th over. And the asking rate at the moment just 6.21. And you got to say that the Lakers need wickets. And this time will be a wide. So Vibhu missing his line there. They're trying to do something different. Well, that is what happens when you hit a few sixes. The opposition starts to think what different can they do, and exactly that is happening. They're trying to be different. They're trying to bowl a wide yorker to get those dot deliveries up against Ankur. Now the intention is not to get him out. The intention is to keep it away from his arc. And a single taken this time towards the leg side. What an amazing partnership this has been, and what an amazing innings this has been by Ankur. 48 of 15 now. He slowed down a little. He shifted the gear by just one at the moment. This time straight to the fielder by Himmat. Well, the Lakers cannot believe the situation that they are in at the moment. They were way ahead in this game. Just a couple of big overs thanks to Ankur turning the game around completely. So that's back-to-back dot deliveries now for Vibhu. He's applied a bit of a pressure with those dot deliveries. Can he get a wicket now? He is into his second last over. Maybe he's come back slightly later than what he should have come back at. But that was the nature of the game. And this time a wide down the leg side. Well, the issue continues with the left hand right hand combination. The bowlers continuing to struggle in finding the lines and lengths. And it's also very disturbing for the fielders as well, as they need to keep on running around with every strike change. And this time he's picked that one up on the leg side, and that's gone racing away to the boundary. So eventually they get a boundary in the over two, and that will make it 9 runs of the over once again. And now they need just 22 more to win, the Blasters. 157 for 6 now after 16. So once again a change in the bowling. It's the left arm off spinner, and it does not matter because Ankur is going to continue to keep on playing in that fashion, and that will bring up his half century as well. 54 of the 16 deliveries. Absolutely brutal. He's stolen the game away here from the Lakers. There is nothing that the Lakers can do at this stage. Only 16 more required. And we all know what is there in Ankur's mind. He's thinking 3 more hits. And that will be the game. This time a wide down the offside. So once again the bowler trying to keep it away from his arc. And definitely the lightning has hit the Lakers here. Once again he's played that one inside out. And he hits it and he just walks away. He does not even look at the ball. Just 9 more needed. This is just ridiculous now. He's moved on to 60 of the 17 deliveries. It has been a total one-man show here for the last 4 overs. This is definitely a daylight robbery. This time played on the offside and a single taken. So that will give some relief to the Lakers. They will see Himmat on strike. Just 8 more needed now of 21 deliveries. What an outstanding game this has been so far. And you wouldn't believe that the Blasters are in front now. They were struggling right from the word go. They were behind in this game for the most part of it. And this time Himmat has played that one in the gap. And now they are just a hit away here, the Blasters, from securing the victory. For the best part of 34 overs of the game, the Lakers were right in front. But ever since Ankur has stepped up on the field with the bat, he has turned the ties and now are just a hit away from securing this victory. Dheeraj 2 for 35 for him in his 3.4. He's taken a couple of wickets, but he has also been given the treatment by Ankur, and smartly done there by Himmat, and he's given the strike back to Ankur. Just three more required and one more delivery left in this over. Won't be surprised if he goes for it once again. 61 not out of just 18. And he's gone for it again. And it's gone all the way. And that will be the victory for the Blasters. What a man, what a show by him. He came in when his side was struggling at 100 for 6. And he's just stolen the game away here from the NIS Lakers. The Lakers just cannot believe how have they lost this one. What an outstanding innings by this man. 67 not out in the end. 67 of just 19 deliveries. 9 sixes and 1 4. Absolutely brutal in the end. And the Dbis Blasters have not just won this game, they have won it by 3 overs to spare. At one stage they were struggling to be even close in this game, and they will be mightily relieved in the end that they have got it over the line, and just the 3-4 good overs in the end doing the job for them. Well, that was it from this game, and we will be back tomorrow for a few more games in the Jfsc Darts Premier League. Until then, goodbye.